All right, well, I'm gonna give Trev the floor here. Like, if there was anything that you found enigmatic while you were gone, if there's, your thoughts on AB winning, your trophy thoughts on the chess.com.
Yeah, I've got a lot to address.
Connor's take, the floor's yours. Let's see. We start where you want.
We're just gonna give you time to brainstorm.
Yeah.
Here.
No, I'm always ready. Just been preparing my speech. So AB, I can't think of a sadder thing happening than the one time I go away for him to win and then me not to immediately get to talk about it.
Have you heard the rumors that that's the reason he won?
Yeah, well,
have you acknowledged the stop curse?
More people are saying that it wasn't my absence, but the fact that I took the AB rock out of my bag.
Exactly.
How crazy is that? I think
that was a storyline.
If I destroy it completely, he might sweep the majors this year.
Yeah. Do you needed to sacrifice it?
You might have to.
You might need to do like a Viking burial.
You can probably do a 2 for 1.
I'm running a test. It's in my bag now, just for this weekend. So he probably won't win Waco.
Well, was it?
I'll let
you put it. Wait.
Here, I'll put it this way: the next time he wins, you ask me if it was in my bag, and I'll let you know.
When did you put it in your bag?
When did I put the disc in my bag?
Like, when did it physically go back in the bag?
Wait, are you talking about just now? You're saying?
Yeah, like
I haven't done it yet.
Okay,
I haven't done it.
I was gonna say because he just lost Memorial,
No,
and if you would have put it back in, like after he shoots 17 under, and Trevor's like, this should go back in my bag, and then he like blows up the next round.
Or what if Trevor put it back in his bag and then it came out? They found like some secret hidden footage where he foot faulted in chess.com and they had to
take it away.
They revoke his win. No, I that's pretty crazy that happened. I did put him in my top 3 on the preview show. I'm confident in him, and I knew that it was kind of a thrower's course, and it was very exciting. It got a little nerve-wracking, right? I mean, he was playing really well, cruising, I would say. But anytime Ricky's chasing you down, and then he took that double.
Scary.
Was it a triple?
Double.
Double
to Ricky's
birdie. Yeah. He took that.
Double to par.
Yeah, it was a 60-footer for par that Rick made.
Yeah.
Whenever he choked that, I was never, let me be clear, 2 strokes going into the last hole, I was not like that concerned really. Had it gotten to 1, I would have peed a little, I think. But I think he probably was a little spooked after that hole, just because whenever you choke an event away really bad, especially when you haven't won before, it's really tough to shake that kind of curse.
Yeah.
Because like everybody's paying attention to it as soon as you get towards the end, especially when the bigger the lead, the better, right?
Yeah.
And I guess he's lucky that this wasn't one of those courses that that has like a real trap hole where you can just throw shots over and over.
Or
again.
has an island.
Right. I'm super happy for him. I think that this is going to be an interesting season for him because he's been getting progressively better. He actually putted quite well during the tournament. Really good C1X, and this is a huge confidence booster. I feel like I'm not crazy when you see some guys win their first event. Sometimes it's kind of like, oh, good for them. But like AB, we've known is like uber talented for a while. He throws as good as anybody. We've kind of just been waiting for him to put it together. And now that he has one, it's kind of like, at least for now, you have to consider him in every event at this point. You got to be, he's won before. He's going to be a top 5 guy this year probably, and I think that's really good. It's good to have another young talent who's a proven winner. I'm really hoping we get him and Hammers in a battle this year. I think that would be super fun to watch. But yeah, I'm super excited. I tried really hard to tweet jinx him.
Yeah.
I was like
moments before the blow up on 17.
I was like tweeting like as he was like on 15 and 16, like congratulations, and I was just kind of. Just like to keep things interesting. I was
goosing
bored.
around.
Yeah. So, I'm really excited about the trophy. Got to talk about the trophy. So, and I think actually for once, Brody, I don't say for once, Brody makes plenty of good takes. He made a very rational trophy assessment on Tour Life. I'm sorry, bleep that. On beep beep on that podcast.
Yeah. We had to confess something to you.
Yeah.
After Brody's performance and Yuli's performance at chess.com, we did do a Tour Life merch promo on here because we said they needed it.
Yeah.
They needed
They're beating us.
Brody needed
Well, now they are. We did the promo.
They were losing by like 40, 50 before.
I don't know, yeah. Well, wait, the event or to the merch?
Like the merch.
Oh, yeah. We just felt
both.
We just felt that it was needed. And so we did a push.
Well,
You weren't here. It was
I
but
can tell you it wouldn't have stood.
it was a collective effort. It was a unanimous at the time decision to do it.
Yeah.
How funny would it be if we did that?
I just had to come clean.
We pushed like a new Tour Life merch item, and then everybody got it, and like on the somewhere on it was just like the Grip Lock logo really small. That's funny. It was like we infiltrated it.
Trevor, have you seen the Am I Right Boys t-shirts yet?
What?
They're
Man, dude,
a
you
good
miss
time.
so much.
They're a good time.
We
We'll show
wore
you
them.
later.
We wore them in. What video did we wear them in?
The
We played
video I'm
doubles.
editing right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Boys?
Yeah, they're sick. Anyways, back to the trophy.
Trophy. So Brody made a really rational take because he was talking to AB about it, and because like people, this was like the epitome of why disc golf is getting the trophies wrong, because the actual object that was handed to AB is a very cool thing. It was a handcrafted chessboard. No, not to look at. What?
There's no way to distinguish if it's a chessboard or a checkers board. Therefore, I call it a checkers board.
Okay.
Connor's dying on that hill.
I'm going to call it a chessboard. I'm going to call it a
Y'all
chessboard.
can both be right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do
You could play either on it.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. If
I
your
just
argument
choo- I
works,
just
then so
choose-
does mine.
I just choose to demean it more by calling it a checkers board.
So the object, appearance-wise, we'll get there. But I'm just saying, like, as it stands, a like professionally handcrafted wooden chessboard is a cool thing. It's a cool thing. However, it's not a cool trophy.
yes.
Okay? Holding up a chessboard, that would be like if I had a really okay, I don't want to say something crazy.
Nah, do it. Come on.
I don't want to say something crazy, but it's like if I were okay, here's an example.
This
Say
is a
it.
safe
If
space.
I were in the Dyson Open and I held up a really expensive, nice Dyson vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
it is really nice. It doesn't make it a trophy. And here's the other thing.
So well put.
Here is the other thing is, I mean, I'm just hitting the floor running. Here's the other thing is, yes, later on, we learn from AB that they were going to engrave his name on it and give him his own custom chess set as well, which is a very cool thing. However, make that the gift that you give him and then give him a trophy. What continues
I can't wait for the skip bow open.
what continues to what continues to boggle my mind, and the chessboard, what I'll even say about the chessboard is this was one of the easiest ones ever because you could make a very well themed thing that's still a trophy. Had that board had his name and everything on it, that would have been fine. I don't think we would have freaked out about it. Had he held up a chess piece that was like
That was what Connor.
carved.
Connor was. On
Why
that one.
was it not a chess piece,
king?
Trevor? Yes.
What? Like, it's so easy. And it's the fact that it was blank,
It was
right?
blank.
Like,
That was the toughest
That
part.
was the kicker.
Because if it had a wood burned logo in the
Yeah.
middle, it's at least it's still not a
Anything.
trophy, but it's better.
We wouldn't have freaked out over it.
I wouldn't have made a tweet at all.
Not even at all. Because and like it is the fact that it was blank. And the best part is, like, okay, so forget all that, whatever. So there is kind of the cool background that he's getting his own custom chess pieces to go with it, but nobody knows that. And
No,
that's
yeah.
what Brody said. He's like, nobody knows that. It's all of the trophy.
It's all about the presentation.
It's all about the presentation. It is the cherry on top of your event. Look at this great thing that just happened. Here is this awesome thing to commemorate it. And it's not difficult. It's so not difficult. I don't understand why people continue to struggle with this.
Better or worse than the dyed disc?
Oh, better than the dyed disc, yeah.
I didn't know the dyed disc had a logo
And
on it.
like I
at
said,
least.
this was so close because I feel so bad because like I
Well,
said,
at least you knew the die disc was a reward because it said it on
if
there.
you put me in AB's shoes and they hand me that, I'm actually pretty excited because I like chess and that's a really cool thing. I got a chessboard.
it's
But
a gift though, not a trophy.
exactly, and like we've said, if you just had the name on it at the time of or the logo of the event at the time of presentation, we wouldn't even say anything because we're kind of over it.
Yeah,
at this
even
point.
just the logo. You're
the
right.
logo's all it needed.
It's the fact that it was blank, and so
well, because it also you didn't. We had no way to know it was a $400 chessboard.
No.
except for the PDGA report. I found one on Amazon that's the spitting image of it for $40.
yeah, like that's
Like it looked like
And brother, you've got Magnus Carlsen in the building. Make him sign it or something. At least do
Yeah.
something. Like
it looked like what it looked like. I think I said this on the podcast, and I want to hear if you agree with it. Was it looked like Jeff Korn's whoever he assigned to get the trophy forgot, and he ran to like Walmart morning of.
I
But
don't.
why wouldn't you just grab one of the chess piece koozies that was around the basket? You know, like that would have just been
That's
so
what
much
I'm
better.
saying. I just like chess was such a like if you of all the themes to make your trophy and somebody says chess. Like, yes, your mind would probably first go to chessboard before maybe chess piece. Like, oh, a chessboard. But then, like, I just don't understand.
Mounted on something.
Identify it. Like,
Yeah.
it just was a crazy look
AB
for
held
me.
it up backwards, which was funny to me.
Like, watching them
Yeah.
hold up these checkered pieces of wood with nothing on them at all was pretty funny. Like, it just looked funny.
Why was it not a chess piece? Why was the MPO not a king chess piece and the FPO not a queen chess piece?
I don't. It would have been cool.
Or even a pawn would have been fine.
Yeah. No, that would have been a sick trophy.
Yeah.
It would have been a sick trophy.
Crazy.
Crazy.
We don't want to harp on that anymore because
Yeah.
we've done our piece. I just wanted to give more so. Some people were saying that you wouldn't have agreed with us, so I just wanted to give you the opportunity.
I love chess, and so I agree that it is an awesome item. It is a very cool item that they gave him. It's not a trophy. People are still struggling so hard to understand the definition and what they're actually supposed to accomplish. You're not giving these. The trophy is not meant to give them something that
even have to
is
take it
like.
home.
It's not meant to be practical. Like, it's just meant to be for display.
Now, your thoughts on Connor's Discmania Ganon take?
All right.
Because this is another one that people
I
were
can't
saying.
even believe this is a hot
This
topic.
is another
It
one
honestly
that
makes
people
me
were
mad.
saying that you wouldn't have agreed. You would have stopped it before it ever started. So I just want to give you the floor.
I would like to. I'm going to try and pose my opinion as a inquiry for thought because
I like
I
it.
want to know what the opposition of this take is actually thinking. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So Connor's take, if you
I didn't even realize it was a
hadn't listened.
take, honestly.
Connor's opinion, his take, it's a take. Everything's a take.
Yeah.
Everything's
It's a
a
take.
Take five.
Was that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that Ganon using a lot of, like, Discmania should not be allowing Ganon to use old Discmania Innova-made molds that they do not currently sell. That's
Yeah.
the basis of the take, okay? And it seems
It's
like
just
all the
not- it's just
Discmania
not good
boys were
business.
firing back at that. And listen, I love the Discmania boys, okay? Ganon, Alden, Gavin, I think you guys are great. So if you're listening right now, don't let this ruin our friendship. Or do. I don't even care.
Wow.
I care. Here's the point of a manufacturer sponsorship is Discmania or whoever else is signing a player. Why? They're signing them because they are a business trying to sell Frisbees. So they are trying to sell Frisbees because those players go on the course, they throw the Frisbees that they sell, and they perform well with them, and that's how they sell Frisbees. Okay? That's how this business works. So if you are Discmania, once again, we will rephrase this. We'll reiterate this. If I were Ganon, Gavin, or Alden, I would 100% be throwing the Innova-made molds because you're allowed to. We would never dispute that. Like, of course, they're great molds. But if I were Discmania, why would I want my star players throwing discs that I cannot sell? They make no profit off that. Now, you could argue, well, they still make an MD3. When you say things like that, I think you're kind of calling the disc golf audience idiots because we know, like, yes, there is some audience who will see MD3 and just think, oh, that might be a different stamp or like whatever, and go search MD3 and buy it. And Discmania is probably hedging on that. They're probably hedging on. But disc golf is a passionate following. When you get into disc golf, you very quickly get sucked into the niche that is discs and collecting discs and buying discs. And there is a lot of people, a very big portion of the audience that understands the disc market, how, like, when discs were made, certain runs of discs. Like, people understand that pretty quickly. So a lot of people know Discmania switch manufacturers and they're Innova-made molds. That's not like mind-blowing to a lot of the audience, I would think. So I think by just assuming that everybody is just going to be like, oh, well, that's an MD3. They still have an MD3. People know the difference. Whenever some of the in the bag started coming out for Ganon and them, everybody I was talking to immediately was picking up on that. That was what they were looking for more than anything else, was how many Innova molds was he going to carry. That's a point of interest. So, like I said, I totally have no issue with it because I'm not Discmania. I'm not trying to sell the disc. I'm merely saying if I were Discmania, and here's the other thing that's important to mention. Maybe this was a deal breaker. Maybe those guys wouldn't go to Discmania if they knew they were locked into that. Mm-hmm. And maybe Discmania knows that. They know, like, hey, we're going to keep these guys a lot happier. And they're just trying to compromise. And that would make sense to me, too. I'm merely explaining it. If Discmania had the power to keep their players happy, keep signing them, and not have them throw molds that they don't sell, that would obviously make more business sense.
Well, if you're Discmania and that is the case, doesn't that tell you that you should make your new molds better?
hey, everybody has their limits.
That's
man.
that's what the whole thing is that the whole take was just stemmed out of a place of hurt in my own heart where I wasn't inspired by Discmania anymore, and I was hoping by them signing a fun, awesome, very good at disc golf guy, Gannon. I'm not blowing smoke or anything. I just think you're awesome and beautiful. No, but if they're like them signing him, it was gonna make me like inspired by Discmania again. It was gonna make me excited about the new molds, and then him still bagging a lot of old molds just showed me no, the excitement's still in the past.
I would just like to, like I said, to me that everything I just said makes a lot of sense. I don't understand how you could dispute the basis of that business principle. Like, I mean, just think about that in any other business industry that isn't disc golf. Why would you market a product that you don't make, that you can't make money off of? It's not like they have dead stock of Innova that they are still selling. If they do, correct me. But I would just like to...
And send me a link to the store.
I would just like, in the comments, if you disagree with that take, like give me... Don't just say it's a terrible take. Tell me why. Because I would love to see the other side of this argument because I don't see it. I really don't. I feel like it's really black and white.
I think the other side is like I want to still throw in,
throwing them.
Yeah, and like
and that's fine.
And that's fine. I'm not saying
I'm
not saying you players are. I'm not saying you players are dumb for doing this. Yeah. I'm saying it would be better for Discmania as a business. Not even that what Discmania is doing is stupid because, like I said, it might be important to them to be able to retain players and bring them on in the first place. I'm not even saying what anybody is doing is dumb. Yeah. I'm saying it would be a better business decision for Discmania. Pending, the players would go along with it. Like it would be better for them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that could be disputed. If I'm missing something, let me know.
There you have it.
Alden, if you're listening, message me, DM me, please.
The other ones don't talk to Trevor.
No, the other ones can too, but Alden, he's kind of my olive branch.
Your Alden branch.
Alden branch.
He
nice.
did on his video, I think, called it one of the worst disc golf takes of all time.
I just don't understand how that
in the
can be
comment
true.
section. So
listen, if you guys are coming from a place of hurt, we need to all be rational.
I'm hurt.
I think everybody's hurt.
I'm not.
I'm sad.
Hunter doesn't get hurt, dude.
Nah, dude, you bounce off me.
He's built for tough.
I do bounce off on her.
Yeah.